And it's such a big part of our life as well. I've been working in the school environment, but I basically was like holding the games, and so when the children have a break, they can come and play. That's what I did. Because I couldn't really engage in school, because I'm too much of a rebel. And so when the teachers come to me and they tell me, you gotta do this, you gotta make these little children do like this, and it's like, why? There's like too much conflict for me to be in the field of the school environment, and I would really like to be where you can actually change things in the school. That would be a role for me. And it's so funny to just like talk like this. If you're watching this, I really enjoy to express myself. I don't know what it is, but once I start to express and I just share and I just follow the thoughts I have or the feelings that come up, then it's just so easy to, I don't know, it's just like everything is more present. It's like looking at yourself, but I'm also like doing it, exerting it into the world, so that my world is actually tainted by what's happening inside of me. And I'm noticing that I don't share much feelings right now. Yeah, because I just kind of like learned to not do that so much when I'm traveling, but I can try. So one feeling I had was this like fear of exclusion, this fear of not like being included in a community. And this fear has been with me, I guess, for as long as ever. I think it's because I have such a good relationship to myself that this can happen, and I'm still able to have a good relationship with myself. But what I've noticed also is that it's so important to have a community. And even if a community shuts you out, like does the worst thing you can imagine to you, you're still part of the collective. And so you're never actually excluded, because there is always someone that accepts you. So by being yourself, by acting out your desires, and by connecting with yourself and expressing yourself, if you're socially excluded, which is like basically the worst thing that could happen today, we don't have like crucifixion and shit, or like the death penalty for this, at least where I'm from, then the worst thing that could happen is that you're socially excluded. And that is just a few people that you don't want to hang out with anyway, if they do. So by letting go of this group of people and by connecting with the ones, letting go, you don't even have to do shit about these people that don't. You don't even have to focus on them. But by like connecting with the people that actually accepts you more for being yourself, it's just so powerful. So in that sense, you're always included. So that's funny, to like come from sharing a feeling randomly because I felt like I should share more feelings. and then kind of figuring out the truth of that. And I've had such a good relationship with myself growing up that I haven't always. I adapted a personality of expressing myself vulnerably, because this is something that I was good at. And now in the world I've learned to not need to share, like I don't have to share, because I actually had a compulsion that I always was sharing these things. So it's like I become more balanced in the aspect of sharing vulnerability and also just like talking from my mind. And right now it feels really good to just go, just like walk in the forest and breathe and share. And this with not sharing everything vulnerably has been something that I've learned pretty recently. And it's something that my mother is really good at. She's really good at like sharing. This is the most alive feeling in me right now, and like expressing that with her voice. While my dad is really good at doing what needs to be done and keeping like a physical serious focus. They're both entrepreneurs and they both do very different things as entrepreneurs. They're together. They've been married for I think 22 years and stayed together for my whole life and almost theirs too. And I really appreciate having the parents that I do. They're really stable. Yeah, I'm just so grateful to be myself in this world. Like being able to walk around and just share, and it feels like I have a very stable base in myself. So it feels like when I'm expressing this, I can share anything and I'm still held. Like I'm still here. And it feels like I can go in any direction. Like I can share anything. And that's, I think, the most precious tool for the voice. And sharing a really long video like this is just so nice. To be in this forest. Yeah, because it also feels like my parents and my upbringing, like everything that's made me to be who I am right now, is so good. Like it feels so good to just be able to pick up the camera like this and just record and not have any cuttings or anything, because I have everything I need, and I'm not afraid of dying. And just being able to like do this while doing what I have inspiration to do, which is to walk in the forest right now. While recording, it's just making me feel very full in the heart.